And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Milroe. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same five-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Law. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looking for a man, it's Milroe. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Hey, what a rough start from this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, they'll take a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown time! What a grab and go for the score. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Back on the field after the break, and we'll start the quarter here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. With that, they've taken the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Bernard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incomplete.
Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete. Better
find the earplug. dogs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Looking to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. LSU right back to the line. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man, it's Jackson. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. A first down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting a big TFL.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Bernard. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
From the gun, the ground game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he wants it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, the running back has it. And he made the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single back. Delivers the contact. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
At the 35, he's loose. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushing ahead, a top run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Law. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. And keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Alabama quickly back to the line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your model. And they got him for the sack. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, LSU! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them. They develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
He'll bring it out. It's Law. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something through.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, LSU 31, Alabama 14.
We've got this 3rd down play to open the quarter. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bernard. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
Off he goes! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to get to it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
And they get the sack right out of the gate. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO. Throw right, looking for the chains. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The hand to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the run, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? They'll try to pick up the first. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that think of themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on the fourth quarter? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Off the boot, looking for his man. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute these points on the board.
Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Alabama pushing the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Check. Red 70, black saw. Red 70, black saw. Check. Black 29, bongo. Black 29.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Here we go.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Set.
Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Right down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case,